Hey guys, it's endgame video number 1 or 2, depending on when you're taking this course. Welcome back. Fight back the tears that the endgame is here. And let me ask you if you can look at the email communications that will lead to our arranging of one of the 2 final activities that are the final assessment things for the course. And this one is going to be the practical demonstration of rhythm and counting. You're going to clap and count. I'm going to make this very, very reasonable, I think. And let me tell you a little bit more about the philosophy of this assessment thing that might even be called clapping for credits. What sometimes this course is humorously referred to. I like this course for what it does for folks in terms of their awareness of things, and helps you prepare, especially if you're going into other music theory courses. It helps you prepare for those so that you don't get killed in those. But what we're going to have you do here is take some really basic rhythms, and not fast, and not even necessarily very steady. Execute them by clapping, I would think, or tapping on something, and saying the counts as you do it. You may have done a lot of this all your life. This may be entirely insulting to your musical experience and proficiency, and if so, I apologize. But suffice it to say, for musicianship, for a course like this, not only am I not looking for any sort of professional level of this, I really just want to bring home something musical that we would have gotten a lot more of in a face-to-face environment. There's some apparatus that we've used here that does bring it home nicely, but I want to do one telephone rhythmic practical in the last couple of days of this course, so that I just know that you know. And here's my philosophy on grading musicianship things, especially in a course like this. You do it, you try, you make progress at it, or you demonstrate that you've made progress at it by trying, you get an A. Or you get something very close to it, depending. Rarely, if it doesn't go well and someone needs some more coaching on it, then we redo it. But that's basically the worst thing that can happen. It's not really a part of what a music performance course would have as a part of it. Dare I say it, at music schools that are conservatories, you have to audition to become a major or to sort of pass your major. And if you don't do well at it, then you're told bye-bye. This is nothing like this. This is demonstrate a little bit of effort at it. It's not meant to embarrass anyone, of course. It'll just be me and you while we're talking about this. And it's not going to take long, and it's not going to, I think, be too difficult, certainly to understand how to do. And if you understand how to do it and you try it, that's basically all I'm asking for. Now, we've gone through all the simple meter rhythms, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4. You can see in the book the next frontier is compound rhythms, such as 6/8. And we might allude to that in the written final and sort of a demonstration example thing, but I thought I'd make this really simple, and not only not do any compound, not do any syncopation, not do any triplets, but keep it to all 4/4 rhythms, which is 90-some% of every pop tune that you ever hear, and a lot of classical music. But everything that's rock, pop, hip hop, I swear to God, is 4/4, except for a few exceptions. There's a few waltzes, a few 3/4 tunes out there. There's a few 6/8 tunes out there, but they are in the vast minority, if that's the way you put it. So, if it's 4/4, it's any of these things. And this sheet is from a Rudiments book, and it's just sort of every permutation of the beat and its division. So 1 and 2 are exactly that. What is it if it's, 1, 2, 3, 4, the quarter note alone? And what is it if it's 8/8 notes instead? That's every beat and division of the beat. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and counting and performing it. If I were to do these two in a row, it would sound like this. Okay, I might get a metronome click going, right? I might get this something like this. I don't know if you can hear this. Let's say that's keeping 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. Oh, 1, 2, here I go now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's two of them in a row. It could be slower than that. It could be much less proficient than that. It could be somewhat unsteady, as a matter of fact, as long as it carried forth the idea that it's unfolding in time somewhat steadily. And, let's just say a word about tempo. That was, what was that for tempo? That was 76, which is really a medium tempo adagio. Okay, maybe even a little slow medium tempo. Dance hall beats, right? Typically 120. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. I'm just reminded of all the 120 beat per minute tunes I hear in my cycling class. And the coach is yelling, at the participants to go harder or faster or whatever. It's all about 20. It's all 120 beats per minute. That's pretty fast to do these at. I don't care about the tempo. What I care about is that you understand how it unfolds in time, and as slow as you need to go is fine. If you take it at half 120, you might notice that it's almost so slow it's hard to do. 1 and 2, oops. If I just do 3, 4, 5, 6, right, I could do it like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You're going to clap this. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and like that. Okay, so I just find that 60 is almost hard, but it's fine. Any tempo is fine. Whatever is fine. And here's the assignment. I want you to clap and count any 4 of these in a row. You could, if you want, do the 4 in a row doing, as it's notated here, repeating it once and then moving on. And the only exception to the assignment of 4 in a row is I don't want to hear numbers 1 or 2 because they're just basic. I want to hear rhythms that have variety in them. And among these 16, barring 1 and 2, we've got as much variety as you can get. Okay? It's every possible permutation of quarter and eighth note patterns, I think. Those are dotted quarters, eighths, which is unfortunate. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Fight back the tears that it's a very basic, hopefully, doable test. And let me just demonstrate what it could be one more time. I'm going to pump the tempo up here to 96 and let me do 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think it's easiest to, and you can pick them way ahead of time, and when we get on the phone with one another, you can say, Dr. Carter, you know what I want to do? I want to do 5, 6, 7, 8. And, of course, some of the counts are written in here. You would understand how to write these counts out. I've seen your work, and I know you know. So I can't see what you're looking at in front of you. I can just hear the sound of your voice. I may talk to you a little about who you are, just to make sure you don't have your friend who's in music school do this for you. But remember, I'm not after anything spectacular as far as proficiency goes. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and you don't have to use a metronome. It just might help you practice to get the steadiness. So I'll do this one with the metronome. I'll try another segment for demonstration without. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to start with 5. I can start anytime I want. 1, 2, here I go now. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Now, I had a lot of experience doing that, but you could practice this. I think that's actually a little bit fast. I like maybe that something like 72 style as medium tempo. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4, something like that, right? So you want to do the last 4, and you want to do them as notated, where you do twice in a row. The beauty of twice in a row is that once you've done it once, it's easier to do it a second time, and you can sort of cast your eyes and your attention onward. It's a little bit like you're reading prose out of a book, right? And you're reading aloud. Your eyes are ahead of where your mouth is, and so you're thinking about what you're going to read next before you utter it. This is the same principle. And doing twice in a row gives you a little more time to anticipate what's coming next. So I'm going to do 13, 14, 15, 16. I keep that same tempo, but I'm going to repeat each one, which is fine to do too. All right. Here I go now. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. I go on to the next one here. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3. Oh, I didn't repeat that one. All right, let's do that again. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3. And now I go to the next one. 1 and 2, 3, and I repeat this one. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2, 3. And last one is 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and many of you, I'm sure, are executants of the rhythm world, and this is going to be nothing you've ever done. But remember, we're not after a performance of it that's somehow great sounding or bodacious or syncopated or a lot of flair. We're after your analysis of it in real time or in musical time as it unfolds, which is a bit of multitasking, right? Which is a lot of what playing music often is, right? So, I get to thinking, looking, counting, clapping, and I don't think you're going to have any trouble with it if you take this as a demonstration of this. You'll find this sheet in the content area. I have it here in the content area. Let me show you where that is. Go to content area, basic musicianship, and final assessment items. I click there, and then I see some of these documents. What I'm just reading from here is the practical demo examples PDF. All right, and there's some other ones that are going to relate to what we're doing, and you'll see some of these come around in another video. I wish you luck, but I don't think you'll need it, and I'll talk to you one way or another soon.